Hey guys, welcome back to WWE 2K GM mode. Tonight we present to you Hell in a Cell, live from Sin City itself, Las Vegas, Nevada. And tonight we're kicking it off with a fatal 4-way match as Alec Briars of the Golden Aces, The Miz of the A-Listers, Lightning Kendrick of the Club, and Shelton Benjamin of the True Wrestlers collide in a massive contest for the Intercontinental Championship. The match would begin with Briars and Kendrick immediately going for each other, while The Miz and Shelton would face off against each other. Despite this, Briars would not take his eyes off his initial goal and briefly target Shelton with a German suplex before turning his attention back to Kendrick. Briars and Lightning would briefly team up, using some old teamwork to take down Shelton. Of course, the team up barely lasted all of 5 seconds. Briars would hit Kendrick with a Hurricane Rana and go for a quick cover afterwards. Kendrick would be able to kick out at 1. As Briars recovered from being tossed off of Kendrick, Shelton would be able to hit pay dirt on The Miz and would go for a cover. Briars would break up the pin at 2 before whiffing a moonsault and leaving himself vulnerable to attack. The Miz would hit skull-crushing finale on Lightning Kendrick and would go for the cover, attempting to steal the match. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Kendrick would hit a dragon suplex on Briars and would follow it up with a cover, hoping to bring the match to an end. Shelton would be able to break up the pin right as Briars kicked out. Briars would sit up to try and recover, only to get kicked right back down by Benjamin. Kendrick would hit Thunderstruck on Briars and crawl into the cover. Miz would break up the pin. Miz would stun Lightning with a right hand to the jaw before hitting him with a skull-crushing finale. The following pin would have nobody to oppose it, with the other 3 men laid out, and The Miz would end up being victorious. We have a new champion to start off the night, with The Miz adding another Intercontinental title reign to his long list of accolades here in the WWE, and giving the A-Listers a massive victory after a long season with little to show for it. Up next, Alec Briars fell victim to defeat. Now the rest of the Golden Aces hope to avoid doing the same, as the new Beast Incarnate, Gary Gates, and Buddy Murphy of the Golden Aces would step out, hoping to defend Eric Bischoff's job as Raw General Manager. but Adam Cole would be noticeably absent. The Dogs of War, Rusev, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins would make themselves known, coming out from the crowd. The Dogs of War would make their way down to the ring and surround it before the cameras would cut backstage, revealing Baron Corbin standing over an injured Adam Cole. With the news that this match was now a handicap match, the action would begin. Seth would garner control of the match at first, but Gary Gates was not unfamiliar to this type of scenario, and alongside his power, Buddy Murphy's incredible athleticism would result in them being able to survive in this match long enough for a total of 40 minutes. The Golden Aces would find themselves in trouble thanks to Roman Reigns and Rusev, the two powerhouses of the Dogs of War, tossing Buddy Murphy around the ring. Roman would go for the finish after spearing Murphy just about out of his boots, but Gary Gates would be able to break up the pin. Murphy would then gain control. Once again, the numbers would prove to be too much for Gates and Murphy, with the Dogs of War being able to stay fresher than the Golden Aces due to their extra man. Seth would knock Murphy off of the apron before hitting Gates with a massive curb stomp, nearly driving the new beast's head through the mat. Seth would go for the cover, but this time Buddy Murphy would be able to break up the cover. Gates would be able to evade a flying knee from Rollins, but exhaustion and numerous blows to the head would result in him being unable to capitalize, allowing Rollins to land another super kick that would bust the beast open. Murphy would break the following pin, and the beast was exhausted. But Buddy Murphy was fresh and would be able to get the tag. Murphy would deadlift and then plant Rollins with a Canadian rack DDT and would go for the cover. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Seth would then break free and take over, which would lead to the Dogs of War swarming Murphy. The Dogs would hoist Murphy up and hit a massive triple powerbomb. Gates would break up the pin, but Roman would quickly pounce. Rusev would then tag in. before planting Murphy with a vicious super kick. The Dogs of War are victorious. Roman Reigns, Rusev, and Seth Rollins have picked up the victory in this impromptu handicap match. And because of this, Eric Bischoff is now the former Raw general manager, leaving behind a power void on the red brand. But with the Dogs of War successful in their plan, what's their next step as they look to take over and dish out their version of justice? Up next, the Nightmare Rhea Ripley takes on the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, for the Raw Women's Championship. Prior to the match, Ripley would look cool, calm, and collected, while Ronda would look laser focused. And Ripley would end up regretting taking Rousey lightly. Throughout the match, Rousey would target Ripley's arm to prep her for the armbar. Ripley was no slouch in the ring and would be able to take Rousey down long enough to pummel her with strikes. Rousey would target Ripley's arm before following up the assault with a Hurricane Rana, before the match would suddenly be interrupted. The man has arrived. Becky Lynch is cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase, making this match a triple threat. And Becky would quickly get to work, locking in the disarmor on Ronda, but Ronda would be able to break free. Ripley would come back into the fray and take Ronda down with a Lou Thesz press, and then would do the same to Becky. And after a brief spat between Becky and Rhea, Ronda would end up coming back into the fray while Becky was on the ropes, literally. Ronda would hit Piper's Pit on Rhea Ripley and would run into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And despite the surprise cash-in from Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey is still the Raw Women's Champion. Ronda Rousey is still undefeated this season. Ronda Rousey is proving herself to be an unstoppable force in the WWE, and I don't know if there's anybody that can stop her. Up next, representing the Air Force, Mustafa Ali will collide with the high-flying Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. The match would begin with both men trying to fire the first shot, but both men missing. Kalisto would be the first to recover from the miss and thus would get the upper hand early. Ali would be able to counter Kalisto's offense and would gather firm control of the match for himself. Ali would be absolutely ruthless in this match, showing how badly he wanted to be able to call himself Cruiserweight Champion. The match would ultimately end up becoming a decimation, with Ali dominating the contest with both high-flying maneuvers and vicious suplexes. But Kalisto would be able to recover and would take over the match after a dragon screw into the corner. Kalisto would be able to connect with Salida del Sol and would hold on for the cover. This would result in the end of the match. Kalisto, despite an incredible showing from Mustafa Ali, has been able to retain the Cruiserweight Championship here tonight. With a strong title reign from Kalisto thus far, who will be the next to challenge for the Cruiserweight title? Up next, we have our first Hell in a Cell match of the night as The Fiend enters the massive structure to take on the hardcore legend, Mankind. The Fiend has entered Mankind's house, and this would immediately be reflected in the ring as Mankind would quickly take control. Mankind was like a rabid dog inside of Hell in a Cell, assaulting the Fiend all over the structure. Mankind would hit the Fiend with a sickening piledriver before the lights would go out. When the lights return, Mankind would find himself in a different arena, an arena from his past. The Fiend was using psychological warfare against Mankind, and it was working. The Fiend was now in firm control and would brutalize Mankind. The Fiend would launch Mankind into the wall of Hell in a Cell, breaking out of the cage before starting to climb up to the top. Mankind would follow, seemingly in a daze. Immediately, the Fiend would hoist Mankind up before launching him off of the top of Hell in a Cell, sending him crashing through the announce table just like The Undertaker did many years ago. But Mankind was seemingly possessed at this point and would return to the top of the structure, only for the past to echo once more, with the Fiend sending Mankind through the roof. The lights would go out once again, and once they returned, they would find themselves back in Las Vegas. The Fiend had a prone Mankind in the mandible claw, and Mankind would be forced to pass out, resulting in the end of the match. The Fiend is victorious over Mankind in this Hell in a Cell match, having wreaked destruction and seemingly shown his true power and ability, tormenting Mankind not only mentally, but physically. With the hardcore legend destroyed, who could possibly be in the sights of the Fiend next? Next, we have our first featured match as the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, challenge the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, for their Raw Tag Team Championships. Who will walk away from Hell in a Cell with the tag titles?
Byron, in regards to the champion, you often say, stick with the strategy that got him to the title. But is that always a viable option?
Well, it should at least be the first option, Michael. Look, every challenger is going to present a different problem, but the champ needs to remain confident in what brought them to the title in the first place.
The champ isn't where they're at by being one-dimensional. Adapting on the fly should not be a problem.
And now it's Carl Anderson. And now here's Carl Anderson.
Snap suplex. Soul kick. Samoan drop.
Incredible.
Tagged in. A striking blow.
This is how people end up getting hurt.
Not good for the back and body.
Oh, double hand chop.
Carl Anderson starting to slow down a bit here.
It might be time for him to recharge that battery. All he has to do is get to his corner and make the tag.
Just sending a message there.
Carl Anderson with a nice reversal.
In the corner now.
Oh, what a sequence there from Jimmy Uso.
Monkey flip. Looking to make a much-needed tag here.
And if successful, we may be looking at a whole new match here.
So close, just a little bit more.
Oh, but it's those last few inches that are always the toughest.
And there's the tag.
What a throw.
Look at Luke Gallows go. And it's Jey Uso getting out of that one.
Oh, no. Someone call the orthodontist. Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Had it scouted.
What grace. Float over into the DDT. Fight. The champ trying to roll with these hits.
Well, it's not dire consequences for him here, which is good. But just in case, he might want to think about getting his partner in there for a bit.
Desperately needs to make a tag here.
I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner.
DDT. There's a tag. I don't think this is going to be good for their opponent, Corey.
Absolutely not. Up they go.
Crashing down hard. Soul kick. Uh-oh. Soul kick. Stomping. Ouch.
And off the tag is Carl Anderson.
Man, what a clothesline. Tagged in.
Carl Anderson with a nice reversal.
Oh, right to the jaw. Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
Luke Gallows in with the tag.
Just tossed. She could airline mouse for that.
What a hit from Gallows.
That was almost a knockout.
Stop in the leg.
Just nasty.
Yeah, great decision by Jey Uso to capitalize there. Absolutely planted.
Tequila Sunrise.
Fighting for survival. He got in there. Good save. Comes in off the tag.
And there's the reversal from Luke Gallows.
The challenger's looking shaken.
It looks to me like his partner's itching to get in there. And now might be a good time to give him what he wants.
Oh my God, right into the turnbuckle.
Like a lawn dart.
Wow, Jimmy Uso just timed that perfectly.
Kick right to the midsection.
Might be it.
Desperately trying to get to the corner now.
It's not going to be easy, though, Michael.
Gallows able to get out of the way there. Nice little dodge scheme.
Tag made.
Oh, right to the body. That hurt. The champion into the cover. Jimmy Uso with an easy kick out.
Jimmy Uso kicks out. He may be down since day one, but he's not staying down for 3.
That was a good one. The challenger is not in a great place.
The abuse his body has gone through in this match is a little disturbing. I don't know why he hasn't made the tag yet. It's almost like he enjoys the pain.
Looking to make a much-needed tag here.
And if successful, we may be looking at a whole new match here. Oh, what a sequence there from Jimmy Uso.
Whoa, Anderson dodges out of it.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Should be getting coached up right now. Earth-shaking spine buster from the good brother himself.
There's 2!
A win like that says a lot about a duo.
Gallows and Anderson have successfully defended the Raw Tag Team titles against the Usos, with another challenger behind them, and their reign having reached 10 weeks long. Who will be the next one to step up to the club? In our next featured contest, we determine the next #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship, as Amber Winters, accompanied by the former Mrs. Money in the Bank, Becky Lynch, takes on Dakota Kai, accompanied by Raquel Gonzalez. Who will walk away from tonight as the #1 contender?
Battled through injuries and is eager to prove herself in the women's division.
Yeah, the captain of Team Kick is poised to make her doubters eat their words.
And as far as Dakota Kai is concerned, there is no time like the present. And we're coming to you from Las Vegas. Corey, I'm surprised you can call a match after the outrageous things I saw you doing on the strip last night.
I've seen a lot of things in my life, Cole. You'd be amazed what I can power through.
Into the tie-up they go, but who's going to end up with the upper hand?
Controlling the tempo. In full control. Controlling the tempo. Working for control. In full control. Boom, what impact! Boom!
Devastating elbow. Whoa, not so fast.
This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for sure. Didn't see that one coming.
I don't think anybody did, Michael.
Teeing off!
Oof, kick finds it.
Wow, she turned that one around.
Working on the arm.
Oh man, Dakota Kai just barely got out of the way. Nasty kick to the face. Impressive strike combination. Great reflexes.
Oh, foot just stomping down. Uh-oh.
Half and half suplex. Lights out.
Back into the ring.
saw it coming.
Clothesline over the top.
Man.
Just sending a message there. She ducks out of the way there. Oh, what a kick. She scores big with the counter. Beautiful suplex. Will it be? Dakota Kai with an easy kick out.
Hey, I guess you never know.
Elbow smash! Fisherman suplex. That is a great reversal. Sling blade!
Nicely done. Now watch this.
Beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
The beginning of the end.
And she's toying with her now. Going to be woozy after that impact. She's taking a beating here.
Here's the cover.
And she kicks out again.
Just a debilitating neck breaker. Oh man, Dakota Kai just barely got out of the way.
What does Dakota Kai have in store? Backstabber.
This could be the chance she was looking for.
And the odds just swung in Dakota Kai's favor.
It's going to take more than that to keep her down.
That'll hinder your modeling career.
No. Set up for a second time.
Wow, what a sequence. She's in control. Wow, the Irish curse. The end is looming. Shoulders down. Near fall after near fall in this matchup here.
Unbelievable.
Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys. Definitely not.
What a boot!
Gets out of duck. She's trying one more time. No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Oh, elbow.
Devastating offensive from Dakota Kai.
Dictating the pace of the match now. She's got the shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out at 2.5. That was really close. Trying to go for it again.
Bang! Nice contact there.
Oh, it's not going to be pretty. Go to sleep. Now that is an exclamation point.
Boy, that would hit the target.
I thought that was it.
She just will not give up, Cole.
And down with the suplex.
Gets to the ropes, forcing the break.
And Michael, I have to question the decision to go for a submission so close to the ropes.
Boom. She's got that gleam in her eyes.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, that could do it.
I am so glad I put money on her tonight.
That should do it right there. 1, 2, 3. And the pinfall gets him the win.
Amber Winters' path of redemption has reached its highest point yet, with Winters now being able to call herself the #1 contender to Ronda Rousey's Raw Women's Championship. but with a seemingly unstoppable foe awaiting her. Will Winters be able to complete her quest, or will she just end up being another victim to the baddest woman on the planet? Now we have our main event where Mark Henry collides with John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship inside the confines of Hell in a Cell. With no way out and nowhere to hide, who will end tonight's show as champion?
The World Heavyweight Champion is ready to defend his ground. I don't think I see an ounce of doubt in the champion. He absolutely believes he's leaving tonight with his title, Byron.
Well, it would be hard to argue with him, Michael. I could tell by the way he entered the arena today that he was in a different kind of zone. The type of zone that only champions go to.
Look at this. Boom. Nice.
A quick reversal by Mark Henry.
Earth-shaking power slam.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
Oh, and it's Cena turning the tables.
That's a good way to make your presence felt.
Ooh, that hurt.
What a sharp one right to the cheekbone. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, read him there.
In the corner now. Shoulder right to the midsection.
Oh, the reversal by John Cena.
And now that one's countered. Down, head over heels. The champ getting put to the test here.
You'll be lucky if this is the worst he suffers in the cell.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Up on the shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
Drop kick.
From a standing position. Awesome.
He weaves out of the way.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Right to the gut. Oh, flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
Big punch finds its mark.
Big headbutt.
Kicks directly to the chest.
If I was Mark Henry, I'd focus less on playing to the crowd right about now.
Hit the mark with that one.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Mark just squeezing the life out of his opponent.
Cena with nowhere to go. Is Cena going to tap out? Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
Cover by the challenger. Well, that was a close call.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance.
Into the pin attempt. There's two.
Unbelievable.
And look at the quickness by Cena.
Waistlock. No, no.
Belly to belly. The champion into the cover.
And Henry forces his way out. How in the world?
Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Oh. Sunset bomb from Cena.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Mark Henry starting to wobble.
Shoulders down now. Is it enough to retain the championship?
Henry's just under 400 pounds. He's not going out like that.
Uh-oh. sunset flip.
Cena is bringing the doom.
Cena showing that trademark ruthless aggression.
John Cena looking to close this thing out. Got it cinched in. The STF is cinched in.
Submission move for Cena.
Cena cranking back on the hold. Can Cena's opponent survive?
Looks like he has other plans here.
I think he was just looking to
For the win to retain the championship.
John Cena continues to be among the great.
John Cena has successfully defended the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and has perhaps closed down the Hall of Pain before it can even start, despite Mark Henry refusing to submit. Will we perhaps see John Cena end the season as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Or will this next challenge simply be too much for him? And with that, this season's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view comes to a close. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you are new here and you want to see more WWE 2K20 mode or just more content from me in general, hit that subscribe button. I don't know when Raw Week 33 will be coming out, but make sure to come back for that as we are preparing for the Royal Rumble now. If you want to follow me on any of my other social medias, Instagram, Twitter, if you want to follow my Twitch account, or join my subreddit, links are all in the description down below. I don't know what that voice crack was. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.